Hi, welcome back to In the Kitchen. Today, you are all going to get to try, well, not try because you're not here, but you're going to be able to see my brand new recipe. And I'm going to call it, it's Italian sausage boudin smoked with bacon. So it's an interesting combination that I thought of. When I first came down here to Louisiana, I was turned on to this boudin. And some people call it boudin, some people call it boudin, but it's actually pronounced, from what I've been told, as boudin. So it is store-bought boudin that I got here. You can get it at any store. So get yourself about a pound or so of regular boudin sausage and go ahead and cut it in half right down the middle like I did here. Now, I said it's Italian sausage boudin. So what you can do is use 1 pound of pork and 1 pound of Italian sausage, or you can do like I'm going to do today on the little healthier side and go with ground turkey and turkey sausage, which is what I'm doing today. Turkey sausage and ground turkey, 1 pound of each. Get yourself a pound of bacon. A little hint here. If you pre-separate your bacon before you get started, it's going to be a lot easier when it comes time to wrap it. So keep that in mind. Now, some of the spices that you're going to need here and some of the other ingredients, obviously, we're going to need Italian seasoning, obviously. These are candied jalapenos that I've chopped up. I got Romano cheese, I got Italian breadcrumbs, chopped onion, and 2 eggs. And that is the ingredients. It's going to be fairly simple here. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mix the meats. We're going to add all the ingredients and get it ready to go. So let's get going. All right, we're going to put in 1 pound of turkey sausage, 1 pound of ground turkey, put in candied jalapenos. I'd say it's about 4 tablespoons. I'm not going to use all of this Italian seasoning, but we're going to give enough there. It's probably about a tablespoon. I'm going to use all the Romano cheese. I like Romano cheese. It's good for you too. We're going to go half the breadcrumbs because if we're a little watery in the end, we're going to add the rest of them. I'm going to add about 1/4 of an onion chopped. And now we'll go ahead and add 2 eggs. All right. And then basically you're just going to get in here and you're going to start mixing. One hand, because you're going to need the other hand to grab anything else that you're going to need. You don't want to mess up both of your hands. But just get up in there and mix that all around. Get that all incorporated. I can already tell that it's a little watery. I want it to be a little drier of a mix, but not too dry. So I'm feeling it as I mix to get that right consistency. And I know I need more breadcrumbs to tighten it up a little bit more. So I'm going to put in there some more. Mix some Italian breadcrumbs in there. I'll go in a little bit more. And again, if it's still, at this point, if it's still too moist, you can also add more Parmesan or cheese there. That Parmesan cheese will also help get up some of that moisture for you. But this here is feeling real good. I know it's good because I can pat it down and my hands are fairly clean. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to continue to mix it around. I'm going to get up under it. Pick it up in a ball, slam it down. Looking at it, looks real good. All right. What we're going to do now is, like I say, word of advice, if you can pre-separate your bacon, it's a lot easier to pull it up than if you leave it all in the pack. Because I'll tell you, I went through heck trying to get that down pat. So we're good to go there. We got our boudin ready. So what I want to do, I'm going to take about, I'm going to try to fill up my hand, almost like I'm going to make a meatball. I'm going to take it, I'm going to flatten it down some, kind of work it. It's going to be a little difficult till you get used to it. Take the boudin, and you want the boudin in the middle. You might have to add some more sausage as you go, but you want to kind of just do a little roll and kind of work it in till you work the sausage all around and encase the boudin. And as you can see, it's almost like a pickle. Put a little bit more on there. Kind of work it around. You don't want to go too much sausage, but you don't want to miss it out and have openings, because what's going to happen is that boudin cooks, it's going to get really soft and it's going to squeeze out of there. That's part of the bacon's job, believe it or not, is to hold it all together. So now this is thick cut bacon, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around here. You may need 2 pieces depending on how you go. And this is definitely going to be a 2-piecer. So that's 1. And that's 2. And I know this looks like a big monster, but it's really not. It's going to shrink up nicely for us when we smoke it. So I also have already preheated the smoker to about 350 degrees. It's a pellet smoker, so I set it and forget it. So I recommend that. You can use an old-fashioned wood smoker, perfectly acceptable. Just maintain your temperature at 350. You want to cook this to an internal temperature of 145 degrees. So we're just going to keep going here and keep making them. Start off with almost like a meatball. Pat it down, get that boudin in there, and just work it around the boudin. Ladies, if you just got your nails done, probably don't want to do this. Probably going to have the hubby do it, because it will get all under your nails. So that looks good there. Put some bacon on it. Wrap it up there. It's all right to set it down if you want to wrap it. However you get used to it is fine. You just want to stop it and start it at the same spot so you don't get a gap. And there we go. There's number 2. It's a meal in itself there, folks. And if we have leftover, we can actually make regular meatballs. We can make sausage meatballs stuffed with boudin instead of bacon wrap. So we'll see how we end up with the bacon. We may or may not have enough, but let's see how we go here. The other night I made some manigot. Ooh, you want to talk about manigotti? Red gravy on it. Made it up for Phil, sent it over the house for him. He enjoyed that for about 3 days. So one of these days maybe we'll do some manigot. Give it a little spin. See, once you get used to it, and if you're good at praying, which all you better be, should be fairly simple to do. We are going to run out of bacon. It looks like we're going to end up being able to do one more after this one. So then what we'll do is we'll switch, and we're going to try to make some boudin stuffed sausage balls. Because they're not meatballs. They don't have all of the meats that a meatball would have. But sausage is just as tasty. You can start off with the pound of bacon. If you wanted to make all of these just into the, like I said, the sausage, boudin stuffed bacon wrap sausage, you can do that. You're just going to need to get more bacon. I didn't prep enough bacon, so I'm going to make these sausage balls next. So I'll finish wrapping this guy. All right, we got that wrapped. And that's a wrap on the bacon. Ha, get it, punk. All right, now, so what we'll do is we'll take these now, since we're going to switch it up, and we're going to break them in half. And I'm going to get the skin out of there. I did leave the skin on them when I made the sausage over there. We'll just take the skin off of those. I don't think I got enough meat to make them all, but we'll see. All right, so now we're going to meatball mode. Get a meatball, smash it down, take this, kind of crush it, and then push it into a meatball. Fold it over, fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, roll it. So what you could do is you take this now, this meatball, boudin stuffed. It's a boudin stuffed sausage ball. You can take that, you smoke it, and then when it comes out of the smoker, what we'll do is we put a piece of provolone on that, put it under the broiler for a little bit, boom. That's what I'm talking about. Italian Cajun to the max there. For those of you that want to see the actual meatballs, I did boudin stuffed meatballs and regular meatballs over on Duck Commander's channel. So go ahead and sneak on over to Duck Commander's channel and you'll see my wood duck meatballs. It's meatballs and it's meatballs made with wood duck. It's Italian meatballs, and some of them have boudin in it as well. And a pretty good recipe over there. So go check that out if you haven't yet. All right. We're cooking right along here. Well, we'll have leftover boudin, but that's fine. I love it. I eat it just like that. It's already cooked. Boudin is basically a combination of rice and pork and different seasonings and spices. And the Cajuns make them up. And it's really popular further south of Louisiana you go. But it's pretty popular up here too. Folks have been raised on it, especially the older folks. You know, every like different type of town or city or state even has their own kind of like, you know, proprietary thing that they do. You know, I remember in New Jersey, one of the big things in New Jersey is, and it's actually in Pennsylvania too, but it's Taylor pork roll, and it's like it's a play on like spiced ham or bacon, and I'll get my hands on some of that someday, and I'll make what's called a Jersey burger. Those are really popular. All right, almost done here. Get this last one. Break that up a little bit. There we go. Fold that in. All right, so there you go. So we got sausage. We got turkey sausage, Italian sausage balls, stuffed with boudin. And then we have our Italian turkey sausage boudin wrapped with bacon. It's going to be great. It's a long title. We're going to have to think up of a snazzy name. So once I go through editing, I'll already have a real nice name for them, and we'll be good to go. But there you go, folks. I got the pellet smokers heated up to 350 degrees. So we're ready to go. We're going to go ahead and pop these in there. We're probably going to let them cook about 45 minutes or so. We're going to turn them halfway through, see where they're at. Terminal temperature is going to be about 145 to 150 should be perfect. And they will shrink down a bit. They won't be that large when we get them out, but they're going to look awesome and be tasty. We'll see you on the other side. All right, we're ready to smoke them. Now, when you get them into the smoker, just use your hands and softly set them in there. Try to keep the integrity. As they cook, they're going to get tighter and tighter, so they'll hold together through cooking. But getting them in there and start, it's going to be the hardest part for you. You might want to snug them up a little bit. Look at that. That's going to be delish. Get our meatballs over here. I don't know why I call them meatballs. They're not meatballs. They're sausage. All right, folks. All right, folks. It's been about 30 minutes. We're going to check these out. Ooh, look at that. Let's go ahead and give them a little turn here. They're holding together nice, which is what I like to see. No boudin escaping. Like I said, when that boudin starts to cook, it expands. So you got to make sure you got a tight mix there. But we're looking real nice. All right, welcome back. Time for the big reveal. When you guys were away, I went and I put some fresh provolone over the top of these things. Don't let them melt down on it. Look at that there. That's what I'm talking about. Now there you go. You have bacon wrapped, smoked, boudin Italian sausage. good night as it's going to be good. What we're going to do is the wife's going to make up some jambalaya, and we're going to have these with jambalaya, and it's going to be rocking in this house for dinner. So there you go, folks. Make sure to subscribe and like the videos. We'll keep them coming as long as you keep the interest. We'll see you on the other side. Keep the faith. Remember to say a prayer. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe on YouTube, as well as follow us on Facebook at Jersey Joe Kinjemi.